I'm gonna be making sourdough discard crackers. And it's so simple. You literally just need discard, melted butter, and salt, and like whatever seasonings you prefer. I like everything bagel. This brand isn't the best, but I bought it, so I'm committed. So for sourdough discard crackers, this is the best recipe I've come up with. I like to put them on salads. Get yourself a bowl. If it ever turns on, you need 200 grams per batch. I'm making a triple batch because I have big cookie sheets and I have 2, so like 1.5 per sheet. So I'll need 600 grams of discard. All right, 600 grams. Oh, I gotta change it to grams. Grams. I have so much discard. Oh my god, am I gonna have exactly 600? Oh my god. Exactly 600. Well, 611. Like, you know, it's fine. So now that we have 600 grams of sourdough discard in here, we're gonna add, it's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I just have a handful. And then some melted butter. You don't want it super hot because you don't want it to cook a little. So you want to let it cool down, just like maybe more closer to like room temperature, but still melted. And you just dump it in. And then if you're like me and hate wasting, scrape it out. Now it's time to mix. I also didn't mention that the melted butter, it's 2 tablespoons per batch. So I did 3 batches. So the melted butter was 6 tablespoons. You know, you live and you learn, I guess. So now that you've mixed, you have it all mixed in together, and it kind of looks like this. This is a triple batch, by the way. You want to put it on parchment lined cookie sheets and spread as thin as possible. Like, if you still are questioning if it's thin, you want to be able to see, like, almost see the parchment paper through it, like that thin. So now I have my 2 cookie sheets lined with parchment paper, and you're gonna kind of want to like eyeball like half of this and just dump what you feel is about half. Might have a little extra in the other one. And then you literally just spread it. We'll come back after it's spread. It'll just be messy. So now that I have it all, let's see if I can tilt it as thin as possible. I have the oven preheated to 350, and so I'm going to sprinkle on this everything bagel because it goes with everything. And then you're going to pop it in the oven. And you're going to put it in there for about 10 minutes. And then you're going to pull it out and you're going to make your cracker lines to be able to break it up. And so it can get in between all the different places. So I will be back after this has been in the oven for 10 minutes. I'm all fogged up. All right, with it freshly taken out, whenever I can see, I got one of these really cool like ravioli cutters. And you're just going to, they smell so good. Make random lines. Mine end up just really crushed up and put on salads. But you can do them however you want. Any way, shape, size. Mine are all going to be uneven. Just like for the record. Because I don't care. I'm just doing it so that there's air in between the crackers. I'll show you how bad it is. Ooh, these ones got super thin. These are not even whatsoever. You can barely see my lines in there. Just kind of like cracker shapes. And then you're going to put it back in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on like golden and brown. We'll be back. So I'm ridiculous, and I forgot to film that I put flaky sea salt on top before I bake. I forgot to do it on the first one. This is the second batch, and that's what I just did. It turned out beautiful. Still got a little that are still kind of soft, but these guys were starting to turn brown, so I thought maybe I'd let them finish cooking on the pan. We'll see. That's why it's important to get it really super thin, because these are just crackers.
What is for dinner?
Look at how beautiful. You know what? Just ignore the massive chunks of salt. I kind of just went and threw them on there. But look at how beautiful. This is the ideal what we want. It's really hot, so. Oh, look at that. Yes. Achieved. All right, here's batch number 2, just out of the oven. And then we've kind of like decimated the center of this. It's just too good. They're nice to just sit and snack on. I like to put them in my salads. And now that I've let these sit on the cookie sheet, they all snap. Yes. What about these? Yes. Woohoo. So the cool thing about these crackers is you can add whatever you want to it. Like if you want to make Cheez-Its, add cheddar cheese when you're mixing it in all together, and then spread it out the same way and bake it and throw some flaky sea salt on it. I've tried garlic parmesan where I put some sprinkle cheese in there with some like garlic powder. Didn't work out the best texture wise. It didn't want to bake well. But if you use like shredded parmesan, it might work better. What else have we done? We've done like a garlic rosemary, but like for salads, this everything bagel, it goes with anything. It's awesome. Join me next time if you want. Maybe come up with some inclusions that I haven't tried. Who knows? Might be fun. Thanks for joining.